if you are a newbie in options and want to check the option prices कि सबके premiums क्या है और कहाँ पे दिखते हैं, in this video we will tell you where to look at the option prices, be it of any expiry, Nifty, Bank Nifty or stocks. Check this video out in detail to know where to look for various strike prices and their premiums. Hello guys, so welcome to this video where we explain via options chain where you can find all the strike prices for different instruments at one place. Say for example, you go on nseindia.com and type options chain, you will get the full options chain. This is by default, it will come for Nifty and you will get you can select the strike prices. By default, it will be the nearest strike price. But say for example, if you want a month end strike price at 28th August, so you select 28th August, you can select instead of Nifty, even select Bank Nifty for that matter, and all the whole Bank Nifty details will be shown. Even if you want to select for any particular stock, you can select the symbol out here, say for example Reliance, and it will show the Reliance ka strike prices as well. So we go back to Nifty and we go back to the 28th August expiry. On the left hand side are the strike prices for all the calls, and on the right hand side the strike prices are for the puts. Now what is the current price of Nifty is 24,487, which is close to 24,500. So you can scroll down to 24,500, the nearest strike price, that is called at the money. So let's understand what are three different kinds of strike prices, which is in the money, at the money and out of the money. Let's take an example. Let's go to the example of Reliance. Say the current strike price is 26.33. This is just an old example. But for this instance, just to understand what is in the money, at the money and out of the money. So if the current price is 26.33, little higher or little lower is called at the money. That is 2600 or 2650 is called at the money. And 2500, 2400, 23 till 2000 or even below that, wherever strike prices are open, those are called as in the money strike prices for the call. And about 2650, which is 2700, 2800 or 3000, 3500, whatever over and above that, those are nothing but called as out of the money for the call. For the put, it becomes the reverse. If these were the strike prices for the puts, then this 2400, 2500 will become out of the money, and 27, 2800 and 3000 will become in the money. So hope this clears the concept of at the money, in the money and out of the money strike prices. We now continue with the Nifty example. So this was the nseindia.com wherein you get all the strike prices of various companies or Nifty and Bank Nifty. This is called the options chain. On the left hand side is for the calls and right hand side is for the puts. The ones which you can see marked in cream, these are nothing but like your at the money, in the money strike prices, and the ones for the call and the ones below this are nothing but the out of the money strike prices for the calls. Same way on the put side, the ones above which are in white are nothing but out of the money, and the ones which are in cream are again in the money. So this is where you get the data. The important thing is here the LTP, which is the last traded price, that is the current price which is there. And of course you have the bid and the ask also to understand if sometimes the difference between them is higher. More closer you are towards at the money strike prices, the difference between bid and ask will be lower, of course. So this is how you analyze the data, or this is how you look at the data on nseindias.com, which is a free tool. I mostly use Opstra, so I will even show you this whole thing on Opstra. So when you go to Opstra, you will see something on the right hand side over here like option chain. The advantage which Opstra gives you is there is an option, of course, to view all the strike prices, but sometimes it's a lot of data and you might not need too many strike prices. So when you click on near strikes, you will get the data only for which are more relevant to you, which are at the money, in the money, out of the money, both, but not too deep in the money or not too deep out of the money. So it will not have data. If you see, it just starts from 23,550 and it goes up till say 25,250. So it won't have too many far off strike prices. If you want all those, you can select all strikes, wherein you will have, from 22,600 to like you might have even up till 27,150 for the calls on the higher side. So let's, for the ease of understanding, let's take near strike prices. We click on the near strike prices. Again, the left hand side is for the calls, right hand side is for the puts. Over here, when you come towards 24,550 is marked in gray, that is somewhere your at the money strike prices. Below that, there is a bifurcation. So on the call side, above those are in the money, and below that are out of the money. And put side is the reverse. 24 above are all in the money, and below are, above are all out of the money, and below are all in the money strike prices. So this is how you look at the data for the on Opstra for the calls and the puts. Of course, you can change over here also the expiries. You can change the Nifty to Bank Nifty as well, or you can select any stock symbol, say Reliance or Adani Ports or ONGC, and you can same way get the same data on over here as well. So if you have understood in this video that where to look at all the option prices, and if it's useful to you, do subscribe, like and share our channel. Thank you.